What if you could unleash your full potential not by waiting for a burst of motivation, but by choosing discipline every single day? Are you ready to make that choice right now? Hey friends, it's awesome to connect with you today. If you're here, I know you're hungry for something bigger, a life that's not just about getting by, but one that's thriving, packed with purpose and success. Let me ask you this, how many of you feel like you're not tapping into everything you're capable of? How many of you know you've got more to give, more to achieve, more to live for, but somehow you just can't seem to stay consistent enough to make it happen? Well, friends, I'm here to let you in on a game changer, the key to unlocking that potential to finally breaking through to the life you've been dreaming of boils down to one word: discipline. It's not about talent, smarts, or even big dreams. It's about showing up day after day like forging steel in a furnace. Most folks get lost in the noise of TikTok, Instagram, or remote work stress, just reacting to life instead of shaping it. They chase quick wins thinking that's the ticket, but they miss the real deal. True prosperity only comes to those who stay disciplined. In 2025, with distractions everywhere, building discipline is your edge. Jim Rohn nailed it: success is carved out of daily habits. You don't need to be a genius, just 1 hour a day to commit to yourself. I've seen it, the successful don't wait for miracles or perfect moments. They forge their mindset and take action one step at a time. So what's holding your discipline back? What's your spark? Today, I'm sharing a powerful philosophy, 5 steps to forge your discipline and unlock your potential. This isn't hype or empty promises. It's about crafting a legacy one choice at a time. You don't need to do it all right now, just start forging your discipline. Ready? Stick with me, because what you're about to learn will change how you live starting today. Let's dive into the first step: staying disciplined. Ever feel stuck like coins buried in the dark just because you don't have the grit to act every day? Picture those mornings you wake up fired up to make things happen. Maybe building a killer career, hitting financial freedom, or living a life you're proud of. You start the day pumped, but then you get sucked into TikTok, Instagram, or endless work emails. Before you know it, the day's gone and you've done nothing big, just scrolled, texted, or worried about small stuff. Suddenly you're trapped in a loop, feeling like you're going nowhere, asking yourself, why do I let days slip by like this? Why can't I stay focused and keep moving forward? That's the pain of letting a lack of discipline dim your potential, letting inconsistency block your path to success. I've seen folks like you and me bursting with ideas and ambition, but they let lazy days or procrastination pile up, clouding their dreams. They start a plan with tons of energy, but weeks later they're back to old habits, scrolling, delaying, giving up. But one day they couldn't take it anymore. They crave discipline to steer their life. And you feel that too, right? Being stuck isn't the end, it's your wake-up call. Staying disciplined is your torch. It lights your way to success with steady action. It's not about doing huge things or controlling every moment right away. It's realizing your daily choices are the bricks of your future. In 2025, with social media and work stress trying to derail you, staying disciplined is your biggest strength. Most people live by mood. They only work when they feel it, then quit when the vibe fades. They start strong but drift back to scrolling or putting things off, thinking tomorrow's better. But you're different. You feel the darkness of inconsistency trying to hide your potential, and you're saying, no way. Your torch blazes when you say, I'm done waiting for motivation. I'll act every day to build my success. That's when you step into a new zone where prosperity, not just money, but purpose, drive, and legacy starts to form. Success doesn't come to those who act once in a while. It comes to those who stay disciplined. Why does this matter? Because your daily actions shape your results. Every big win, every epic legacy started with someone choosing to show up consistently. If you don't stay disciplined, you'll live scattered, chasing distractions, stressing over nothing, or stuck in a rut. But when you stay disciplined, you take charge. You don't get lost in post chatter or worries. You crave steady action, a minute of focus, an hour of real work, a moment to recommit to your goals. Just 10 minutes of one small action can turn I'm stuck into I'm running my life. When you stay disciplined, you're not just living, you're leading. Imagine starting each day asking, how will I stay disciplined today? What action will move me closer to my dreams? You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about what's holding you back, procrastination, distractions, or mood swings, and you say, enough. I'm acting every day. That's when your torch burns bright, cutting through the dark of inconsistency. I've seen it. The successful aren't more gifted. They just know every small choice lights their path. Staying disciplined isn't a burden. It's freedom, a promise to lead your life. Today, take 10 minutes to commit to one small action, like focusing on a task, and jot down your drive in a journal. Tomorrow, do it again, noting your momentum. This week, act daily for 7 days, tracking your discipline's growth. What darkness hides your coins? Procrastination, social media, or no grit? Will you stay in the dark or light your torch? Act now. Every disciplined choice is a flame for your legacy. Next up, knowing your purpose. Ever feel lost, like coins fading in the mist because you don't have a clear reason to keep pushing? Think about those days you're hungry for something big, a thriving business, financial freedom, or a life full of meaning. You start with bold dreams, but then get dragged into TikTok, Instagram, or remote work chaos. Before you know it, you're off track, acting without aim, just going through the motions, scrolling for hours, or stressing over stuff that doesn't matter. Suddenly you feel empty, like your efforts lead nowhere, asking, why am I even doing this? Why can't I find the drive to keep going? That's the pain of letting a lack of purpose cloud your potential, letting aimless actions block your success. I've seen folks like us full of ambition, but they work without knowing why, quitting fast when things get tough. They start with big ideas, but without a strong reason, they crumble under pressure. But one day they realized working without purpose is like building on sand. They craved a clear why to fuel them. You feel that too, right? Feeling lost isn't failure. It's your wake-up call. Knowing your purpose is your circle. It anchors your discipline with deep meaning. It's not about having every answer or a perfect plan right now. It's realizing your discipline sticks when you know what you're fighting for. In 2025, with social media work alerts and easy temptations pulling you off course, a clear purpose is your greatest power. Most people work without a deep reason. They grind for bills, chase trends, or try to please others. When hurdles hit, they bail because nothing holds them steady. But you're different. You feel the mist of purposelessness trying to blur your potential, and you're saying, no way. Your circle anchors you when you say, I'm not just working, I'm driven by a bigger reason. That's when you cross into a space where prosperity, not just cash, but passion, spirit, and legacy starts forming. Success doesn't come to those grinding for no reason. It comes to those who know their purpose. Why does this matter? Because purpose fuels your discipline. Without it, you're adrift, working without fire, acting without direction. But when you know your purpose, you've got an inner spark. You're not chasing bucks or fame. You're driven by something bigger, maybe your family, your community, or becoming your best self. Just 10 minutes reflecting on your why can shift I'm lost to I'm locked on my path. When you know your purpose, you're not just living, you're leading. Picture starting each day asking, what's my purpose today? What's my driving force? You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your vision. You think about moments you drifted, working without a cause, letting distractions pull you, and you say, no more. I'm drawing my circle. That's when you say, I'm here to make a difference. Today, take 10 minutes to reflect on your why, like why you want success, and note its clarity in a journal. Tomorrow, revisit it, logging how it fuels you. This week, align your actions with purpose daily for 7 days, tracking your motivation. What mist clouds your coins? No purpose, social media, or aimless drift. Will you stay foggy or draw your circle? Act now. Every purpose you claim anchors your legacy. Hold up, clarify your purpose today. Draw your circle. Join Forge Fire, smash that subscribe button for more tools to blaze your trail to success. Turn on notifications, now seeking accountability. Ever feel like you're floating nowhere because you let excuses derail your drive? You start the day set on crushing it, maybe building a career, hitting financial freedom, or living a life with purpose. But then TikTok, Instagram, or work emails suck you in. Before you know it, you're telling yourself, I'm too tired today, I'll start tomorrow, or one day off won't hurt. Suddenly, you're way off track, your promises to yourself fading, and you're asking, why do I keep letting myself slide? Why can't I stick to my word? That's the pain of letting excuses blur your focus, letting self-indulgence block your dreams. I've seen folks like us with big goals, but they let small reasons, fatigue, busyness, or no vibe kill their commitment. They vow to change, then slip when nobody's watching back to scrolling or procrastinating. But one day they realize going solo is tough. They needed someone to keep them on track. You feel that too, right? Drifting isn't the end, it's your wake-up call. Seeking accountability is your compass. It guides your discipline with support. It's not about shouting your plans or leaning on others to do your work. It's knowing your discipline grows stronger with someone holding you to your word. In 2025, with social media and work chaos trying to throw you off, having someone to keep you steady is your biggest strength. Most people go it alone. They make promises but cave when things slip, saying it's fine, nobody cares. They start strong but drift when no one's checking, falling back to old ways. But you're different. You feel excuses dragging you down and you're saying enough. Your compass points true when you say, I can't do this alone. I need someone to keep me honest. That's when you step into a space where prosperity, not just money, but grit, focus, and legacy gets real. It's not weakness, it's power, a vow to stay true. Why does this matter? Because accountability keeps you grounded. Every big success had a crew, friends, mentors, teams who kept them focused. Going solo, you'll slip when tired or doubtful, saying one day won't hurt. But with someone else, you shift. You don't want to let them down. You can't face them and say you quit. Just 10 minutes finding a partner can turn, I'll skip into, I'm staying. Picture starting each day asking, who'll I answer to today? Who'll keep me sharp? You connect with one ally, a friend or mentor who won't let you off easy. That's when you say, no more excuses. I've seen it, the successful don't have more willpower, they just have a squad. Today, find one accountability partner for 10 minutes. Note your commitment in a journal. Tomorrow, check in with them, logging your progress. This week, connect daily for 7 days, tracking your focus. What fog drifts your coins? Excuses, social media, or going solo? Will you drift or set your compass? Act now. Every partner you find steers your legacy. Now, building small habits. Ever feel stalled because you can't stick to routines? You're fired up to change, maybe a solid career, financial freedom, or a vibrant life. You plan to hit the gym, read nightly, or chip away at a big goal. But TikTok, Instagram, or work stress pulls you in. Before you know it, you skip a day, then a week, and your plan's gone. You tell yourself, I'll restart Monday, or I need more prep. Suddenly you're stuck, your routine's failing, and you're asking, why do I keep bombing these habits? Why can't I nail the simple stuff? That's the pain of letting shaky habits blow away your potential. I've seen folks like us start with bold plans but small distractions. A quick video, a busy day, or feeling off wreck their flow. They think habits need to be huge, and when they can't, they quit. But one day they saw big wins start small. They craved tiny habits. You feel that too, right? Being stalled isn't failure, it's your wake-up call. Building small habits is your brick. It stacks discipline into lasting success. It's not about overnight miracles or grand moves. It's seeing small repeated actions build a strong foundation like bricks for a tower. In 2025, with distractions everywhere, sticking to habits is your edge. Most folks aim too high, trying marathons day one or reading a book in one sitting, then crash when they can't keep up. They think habits need to be perfect, but when they slip, they quit, letting the wind of inconsistency blow them away. But you're different. You feel that wind and you're saying no more. Your brick gets laid when you say, I don't need to do it all. I'll start small and grow daily. That's when success kicks in, not just cash, but grit and purpose. Why bricks? Because habits are the base of every big win. If you aim too big, you'll burn out, quit, and say, I don't have time. But small habits create rhythm. You don't need a marathon, just a 5-minute walk. Not a book, a page. Just 10 minutes starting a habit can shift. I can't stick to I'm building my future. Picture each day asking, what small habit will I build today? What brick will I lay? You start small, 5 minutes of reading, and note its ease in a journal. Tomorrow repeat it, logging how it flows. This week build it daily for 7 days, tracking your rhythm. What win stalls your coins? No stick to it social media or weak habits. Will you get blown away or lay your brick? Act now. Every small habit is a foundation for your legacy. Hold up, start one small habit today. Lay your brick. Join Forge Fire Hit. Subscribe for more hacks to forge your success. Turn on notifications, finally pushing through resistance. Ever feel stopped dead like coins swept by a storm because you dodge hard stuff instead of facing it? You're pumped to soar, maybe launching a business, hitting financial freedom, or living a life you're proud of. You start strong, but then TikTok, Instagram, or work stress hits. When you face a hurdle, a tough task, a small flop, or a stressful day, you want to quit to take the easy road. You say, "This is too hard, I'll do it later," or "I'm not ready now." Suddenly you're frozen, your dreams buried under challenges, asking, "Why do I keep dodging the tough stuff? Why can't I push through?" That's the pain of letting avoidance storm away your potential. I've seen folks like us with huge dreams, but when things get rough, they pick comfort staying stuck. They fear failure stress or feeling uneasy, so they dodge, delay, or quit. But one day they saw no win comes without struggle. They craved facing hurdles to forge strength. You feel that too, right? Being stopped isn't the end, it's your wake-up call. Pushing through resistance is your forge. It shapes discipline through grit. It's not about loving pain or acting like it's easy. It's knowing your discipline grows when you face what makes you want to quit. In 2025, with social media work pressure and easy outs tempting you, facing challenges is your greatest power. Most folks run from pain, they hit a snag and think, "I can't do this," letting fear or fatigue stop them. They choose video scrolling or rest over struggle and their dreams fade. But you're different. You feel the storm of avoidance trying to sweep your potential and you're saying, "No way." Your forge fires up when you say, "I won't run from hard stuff. I'll face it to grow stronger." That's when prosperity, not just money, but resilience, spirit, and legacy take shape. Success doesn't come to those who dodge challenges. It comes to those who push through resistance. Why does this matter? Because resistance forges your discipline. Every big win was hammered through struggles, each hurdle a strike, each challenge a chance to sharpen you. If you dodge, you'll live small, skipping risks, repeating "I'm not ready," or letting flops freeze you. But when you push through, you grow. You see hurdles as chances to get tougher. You face a hard task and ask, "How do I beat this? What'll I learn?" You crave grit, a step past fear, an hour of work despite exhaustion, a choice to keep going when everything says stop. Just 10 minutes tackling a tough task can turn "I'm quitting" into "I'm tougher now." When you push through resistance, you're not just living, you're leading. Imagine starting each day asking, "What challenge will I face today? What'll forge me?" You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your resolve. You think about times you dodged delaying tasks, picking ease over effort, and you say, "No more, I'm facing it." That's when your forge glows, shaping you through struggle's storm. I've seen it. The successful aren't stronger, they just know every challenge is a strike forging their future. Pushing through isn't pain, it's power. A vow to never back down. Today, take 10 minutes to tackle one tough task, like a job you've delayed, and note your strength in a journal. Tomorrow, hit another challenge, logging your progress. This week, push through daily for 7 days, tracking your grit. What storm stops your coins? Fear of struggle, social media, or dodging? Will you get swept away or fire your forge? Act now. Every challenge you beat is a strike for your legacy. Friends, you've just unlocked 5 powerful steps to forge your discipline and unleash your potential, staying disciplined, knowing your purpose. Seeking accountability, building small habits, and pushing through resistance. Each step's a spark, each small choice, a hammer shaping your legacy. Take a second to feel at every moment you act, anchor your why, or face a hurdle. You're crafting a life not just successful, but deeply meaningful. Success isn't luck, it's an hour of discipline day after day. Most folks drift lost in TikTok, Instagram, or work chaos, living without a plan. But you're different. You know these steps are your guide, cutting through noise to forge a life worth living. I'm throwing down a challenge. Pick one step, find your purpose, start a small habit, or tackle a challenge. Commit to it daily, starting now. Track your wins, grab a buddy to keep you sharp. Don't wait, jump in. How's that feel? As you push past distractions and stress to shape your future, you'll be proud you didn't hesitate. Need more sparks? Join Forge Fire, subscribe for weekly fuel to shine, hit that button and turn on notifications. Picture 1 year from now standing unstoppable, your life a masterpiece forged by daily discipline. Not by chance, but by grit. You're the craftsman of your success. What's your first step today? Act now, your legacy's waiting to be forged.